What we're going to do now is solve the system of equations that we did on the previous handout. So what I want you to look at is at the system that says x minus 2y plus 3z equals 9, that. So if you guys look at the augmented matrix, remember the augmented matrix is the coefficients on the left and then the constant terms on the right. So what would you guys say the dimensions of that matrix are? How many rows do we have? And how many columns? Considering the constant terms? 4. So we're going to need to enter a 3 by 4 matrix. But before that, we're going to select the reduced row echelon form. And so the way you're going to find that is by going to menu, and then we're going to go to the matrix menu, which is number 7. And then we're going to select number 5, reduced row echelon form. So press enter. And remember how I told you it will be, the abbreviation for that is RREF, right? Now inside the parentheses, we're going to select that matrix that has the dimensions 3 by 4. So you could do that by pressing the button next to number 9. And then let's select the 3 by 3 matrix. And then we could change the number of rows and the number of columns. So we need 3 rows, but we need different number of columns. We need 4. And now I want you guys to enter the matrix just like you have it on paper. So first row will be 1, -2, 3, and then the constant term. You must use the negative sign, so that one is the one below number 3. And then once you have everything, press enter. So that tells us that 1x is equal to 1, 1y is equal to -1, and 1z is equal to +2. Pretty easy, right? Yes? Okay, so now let me show you how I want you to do your homework. So first, we need to construct the augmented matrix. And so we need to make sure that our equations are in the same order, meaning like x, y, z. And so they are, right? So Javier, tell me the coefficients of the first that will go on the first row. Actually, all the numbers from the first row. Uh-huh. -1. -2. And then after that? 15. Okay, good. Alexis, tell me the second row.
-1, 1, 3.
Uh-huh. And Jasmine, third row.
3, -1, 2, 16.
Okay, so we construct the augmented matrix, and remember the first column is x, second is y, and third one is z. So then you will enter that on the calculator, and we're going to get something like 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, if the system has a solution, if it is consistent. Yeah, go ahead and try it. Try to do it on your own. And remember, you have to enter a 3 by 4.
3, 1, 5.
Say that again, miss?
3, 1, 5.
3, and 5. Yes, do we all agree?
So if it's if it has no solution, will it just come up as an error? Or-
Well, it will give you an answer, but it will give you something that may, perhaps the last row will be 0 is equal to 5. And so this is not true because 0 does not equal 5. So that will be something with no solution. So let's go ahead and create the other augmented matrix for the next system. And here I want you to notice that some variables are missing, right? So we have x, y, z, so that will be 1, -4, and 3, and then the constant term is -27. Second row, we have 2, 2, -3, and then a 22. Now the third row or third equation does not have an x and does not have a y. So what?
0, 0.
0, 0, very good. 0, 0, and then a 4, and then -16. So you will do the same thing, enter it on the calculator, and use the RREF function, the Reduced Row Echelon Form. Now, when we look at system number 3, we have the first equation as an A and B, so it will be 1, 1, and there's no C, so we put a 0. Second equation, we don't have an A, so we use 0. And then the third equation does not have a B. So for A, we use 1, for B, we use 0, and then for C, we use 2. And then the constant term is 10. So you just need to be very careful that when you construct your augmented matrix, you are consistent with the variable and the column where you're positioning those coefficients. All right? So we're going to stop here, and you already know what to do, right? So menu, matrix, RREF.